Welcome to Anti-Woke and Autistic. How many times have you heard the fat acceptance community telling you that you can't tell a person's health by their size, that you cannot tell a person's health by their weight? They say that all the time. They're always saying that. You can't tell a person's health by their weight. Weight is not predictive of health. Weight is not predictor of health. Weight and body size is not indicative of health. So if you say in their comment section on TikTok or Instagram something like, you're very unhealthy, or obesity can never be healthy, or you can't be healthy and fat, you can't be healthy and obesity, you can't be healthy and obese, etc., they will come back often with things like, you can't tell a person's health by their size. But you know who else will really clap back about that are their followers. They'll come back with, well, here we go again. You can't tell a person's health by their size. Weight does not indicate health. Weight does not determine health. So there's always some kind of pushback when you comment something like, obesity is unhealthy. You can never be healthy and fat. Now, here's the irony. Look at this right here. This woman is ginormous. She's just ginormous. 350 at least. Some people would say 400. Some people might even say 450. We could quibble all day long about whether she's 350, 320, 350, 370, 410. Bottom line is, she's huge and needs to lose a lot of weight to be healthier. Now, we have a commenter here who says, healthy and powerful. Very interesting because there's no clapback. There's no pushback. This influencer here, this Instagrammer, how come she hasn't posted a comment in response to that saying, well, how do you know I'm healthy? You're not my doctor. You can't judge my health by my size. She doesn't say that. Nobody else has put a reply into that and said, you don't know she's healthy. You can't tell she's healthy. She's just sitting there looking at the camera. You can't tell she's healthy. You can't assume she's healthy just because she's huge, or you can't assume she's healthy if you're not her doctor. Have you met her? Have you read her medical report? How do you know she's healthy? What hypocrites! The influencer and the followers are hypocrites. They never, ever, ever call people out for saying, you look healthy. It's only when they say, you're unhealthy. They're hypocrites. He also says, or she, whoever that commenter is, am powerful. Powerful? Well, yeah, maybe if she sits on a brick, it'll split her in half, but what do you mean powerful? You mean she could deadlift 400 pounds? She doesn't look like she works out. She doesn't look like she dead. Okay, there are morbidly obese people like Meg Boggs, for instance. Meg Boggs, Boggs. She's into the body positivity thing. I don't know if she's trying to lose weight, but Meg Boggs is very big, but she's very powerful. Because you know how I know she's powerful? I've seen videos of her deadlifting a ton of weight. That's how I know. We've never seen videos of this woman here deadlifting or doing some other kind of lift with a bunch of weight. Meg Boggs kind of looks like she could deadlift. If you could deadlift 400 pounds, I know Meg Boggs, I believe she's deadlifting over 400 pounds and she's squatting a ton of weight. If you can lift that much weight and you're still morbidly obese, you're going to see that muscle there. It's going to change the shape of your obesity. So when you look at Meg Boggs, and somebody says, well, she's a power lifter, she could lift 400 pounds, it's kind of believable because that, despite her obesity, the muscle development in Meg Boggs affects the way the obesity looks on her. So she looks like a very big power lifter. This woman here, there's no way I'm going to believe she lifts a lot of weight or she could lift a lot of weight. I mean, maybe she could lift 35-pound dumbbells over her head. That's strong for a woman. The average guy off the street can't even do that. I know that. I used to be a personal trainer. But just looking at this woman, I'm not going to believe for a second she's strong enough to be considered powerful, or she's strong enough in the gym to be considered powerful. And to my knowledge, she's never posted any videos of herself squatting or bench pressing or deadlifting a lot of weight. I mean, a really huge amount of weight. I'm just not going to believe she's into powerlifting. Nobody is challenging that. Nobody's challenging the comment she's healthy. Now, this isn't the only account where I've seen the word healthy, where somebody is calling the influencer who's huge healthy. This is not the first one I've seen. There are other ones, and I wish I had saved them, but I finally decided to do a video of this. And whenever I see this, I'm going to collect them, and I'm going to do another video to show you. It actually happens a lot where people are calling, the followers are calling these people healthy, and nobody is challenging that. But if they say you're unhealthy, they get blocked, or they get a bunch of replies from people saying you're not her doctor, or mind your own business, or you must be insecure, commenting on somebody else's body. This person is commenting on her body by saying healthy and powerful. How come nobody has replied and said, how come you're commenting on somebody else's body? Who asked you? Nobody asked for your opinion about her body. These fat acceptance cult members and their delusional followers are hypocrites with a capital H. Hypocrites. Hypocrites. You are all hypocrites. Healthy and beautiful, or healthy and powerful, rather. Oh my God, beautiful. Oh, don't get me started on that one. If he or she had said unhealthy and just left it at that, unhealthy, there would be what, like 18 or 20 replies? Maybe there might be 3 or 4 replies. I mean, it depends on how many followers people have. If they have like 2 million followers, they're going to get 78 replies. If they have only like 10 or 20,000 followers, they're not going to get as many replies. But she has, I can't remember how many followers she has, but it's a lot. It's like 15 or 20,000, 30 or 40,000, something like that. And if this person had said unhealthy, there would be replies to the tune of, how do you know? Are you her doctor? How do you know? Are you a doctor? How do you know? Have you seen her blood work? How do you know? Do you live with her? You have no right commenting on her body. She didn't ask you for your opinion about her body. There would be just all sorts of statements like that. But if you say healthy, yeah, great comment. She's healthy. Leave it alone. Somebody calling her healthy is not doing her a favor. They're doing her a big disservice. That's like a drunk who's an alcoholic who's a drunk, posting themselves plastered, picture of themselves. Somebody takes a picture of themselves plastered, and somebody gives them a compliment. What? You shouldn't compliment somebody for getting drunk. You shouldn't compliment somebody for drinking too much or for snorting coke. That's insane. Why are people complimenting fat people for being fat? You're not doing them a service at all. I think I've said all I could on this. It's just such a hypocritical move on the part of both the followers and the influencer. It's okay to call them healthy, even though you don't know them, even though you're not a doctor, even though you're not their doctor. But heaven forbid if you say they're unhealthy. Look out for all the pushback. But if you say they're unhealthy, you're actually doing them more of a favor because you're trying to wake them up to reality than if you say they're healthy or they look great or they look healthy, because then you're just feeding their delusion. Well, that's it for this video. Have an incredible day.